some viewers already started, and then they could see some behind the scenes stuff too.
Yeah, let's.
And
then we can
shows
also
how
possibly
you stick
compile
to-
some questions from them as well.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Why is it not showing? So reload on that, see what happens. Hello. So I was gonna go ahead and start the stream.
Okay.
There we go. Now it's up.
Cross the streams.
Cross the
Okay, we're live now. We live now.
The stream is, yeah.
Oh, cool.
But
Yeah, I just got a
notification.
notice that we are live now. Hello, Twitch people. I don't know if
Hi.
anyone's on there right now, but that post that she reposted on her Instagram got how many likes? 559 as of right now. I don't know if anyone's on there right now, but
Nice.
that post that she reposted.
Awesome. We're getting audio too, so we're good. Just want to
Cool,
check
awesome.
that.
Everything's good. Yeah, that's good work.
I'm gonna go blow my nose.
Now, if only we could get 500 something likes.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, right? I guess we should
One.
post a Twitch stream link.
Yep.
Twitch stream link.
My fucking cat puked all over my bed this morning.
Gross.
Yep. Yeah,
Want
I
that
didn't
up.
find it till after I woke up.
Been there, my man. Been there.
So I woke up and looked down, and I was like, oh. At first, I thought he pooped on it, and I was about to get really freaking mad because he's been going in like where I have his litter box is in a closet, and we have a child gate up, and he has to jump over it to get in there to keep the dog from getting in there herself. And so he's already not very happy about that. But so his new thing that he's been doing is jumping over the gate and then pooping right on the outside of the.
You just broke up.
Yep.
And froze.
The stream just
Yep, you're losing internet.
you.
I doubt it because you're the one showing the red icon on the Squadcast. Bang ding dong ching. We still can't hear you.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Comments.
Shows you have a
You're
1
in
of
it.
5 network connectivity.
Okay.
Typed your symptoms
You
up
should
here
leave
in
and come
the
back.
bar, and it says you might have network connectivity issues. If he leaves, it might close the whole session, though. I'm not sure. No, he'll still be there.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom. We're in control now.
Yes, no, dude, it's hard when you're in control. Freaking
Yeah,
your game
no.
podcast is so much harder just because of that. It's
That,
like,
yeah, dude, I've been thinking about like projects, and I'm like, oh, that's right. When you have to control the project, it's so much more fucking work.
and Jaren doesn't know a lot either, so it's not like I could like bounce it off him. He's learning just as much as I am. Like we're both learning in this.
Yeah, it's there's a huge curve too. Like, but once you get like just the basics, you start to see a huge improvement, and then from there you start pushing yourself to be better. Like, I remember like my first few weeks of streaming anything, it was complete garbage, and I was like, nobody's watching this. And then I just pushed and pushed and pushed to learn and get better, and then all of a sudden I had 7 viewers, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I quit doing it because I was like, God, the energy this takes just to like come home, scarf something down, start streaming so you can get 4 hours in, go to sleep at midnight, and then be like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like it's pretty difficult. I know that what we do, just doing that, hour and a half that we do is like, man, time consuming, and then
Mhm.
prepping for the other stuff is time consuming. So I get it, but I'd rather be doing that than the day job, honestly.
Yeah, I'd give you that. If we were making an income off this, even the smallest amount, it would be so much more rewarding and worth it. But
Hmm. Yeah, but
yeah.
the living will come maybe. But I mean, we're not bad, honestly. That 20
No,
views for what we do isn't terrible at all.
no, no, not at all.
And you look at the numbers. I mean, our like the last one was split up, so our numbers are going to be different. But still, we ended up like I think like 15 listens or so, or something like that. And you know,
Yep.
what I told my employee, because she was thinking, she was like, I want to start a podcast. Like, nah, don't do it unless you are doing it because you like doing that stuff.
Mhm.
Don't do it because you want to get listens and all that stuff, because that won't come for a long time. And
Yeah,
it
don't.
may never come because there's so many fucking podcasts.
Yeah, so don't hop into it thinking you're just going to be famous in 2 weeks. It's not at all how any of that ever works. It's
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
do it because you love doing it, and the moment it stops being fun, you're going to find out you're going to quit doing it. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
what streaming was for me. Like all of a sudden I realized I was spending so much to do it, and I was like, man, I've spent so much money. I'm so exhausted. The time, I was like, this isn't fun anymore. So I just
Mm-hmm.
was like, I'm done with it. I have more fun just doing audio recordings and voiceover stuff and making silly fucking TikToks and shit. Like it's so much easier.
Yeah.
All right, how am I looking now?
Looking better.
All
We
right,
can see you.
I
We can
just
hear you.
you can see and hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I reset my router.
Whatever update they did to
Where are all
the
those beer cans?
Squadcast, you can't see everyone's connection anymore.
They moved
in
it. It's at
left corner,
the top
top
left corner of everyone's frame now. And instead of being dots, it tells you based off of a number. now.
Oh, I see it. I
Looks
see
like a
it.
Wi-Fi signal thing.
Yeah. So you guys have 5 of
Yeah.
5. I'm on 4 of 5 right now. That's probably because I'm running the stream, so it's sucking up energy.
It's actually, I can't see y'all's. I can only see mine.
Can't see ours. I can see all three.
Yeah, I
I
can
can't
too.
see yours.
Huh.
Interesting.
Will's at 4 of 5 now.
Yeah. Well, I don't need to look. I don't need to look at y'all's.
Yeah.
Would you look at that? Oh, look at that. Would you look at that?
Would you look at just look at it?
Would you look at it?
Just look at it. Yeah, so mine's probably down right now because I'm running the stream, viewing the stream. I've got Word up and I'm using Chrome, so I'm just sucking down CPU usage right now.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't started the recording yet. What I may end up doing here in a minute is just starting audition, like shortly before she jumps on.
Might be a good
Just
idea.
make sure I don't fucking forget to record it.
Yeah, that would.
I think I'll just go ahead and start it right now.
Sounds like something that could happen too.
Yeah, we do.
There
Well,
was, there
yeah,
was a there
it's
was a
happening.
moment on the good game where we did it. We got done with a segment, and I looked over on the recording part, and it hadn't read the fact that it recorded, and I was like, oh crap.
Mhm.
Did I forget to? Because we had already had so many issues, and then we finally got to the point to where we kind of rolled through something good, and then boom, that thing happened.
Never fun.
No, them Gators.
We were doing my D&D group was doing a YouTube game where we were all recording our stuff, and we had that where one of the guys playing, he sat there and recorded the whole session. We're talking about 4 hours of gameplay, and he gets done. He goes to export it, and it only recorded like 45 seconds
Oh,
wow.
before it like dumped out on him. He never noticed. He was like, "Fuck!" So we had to pull his audio from somebody else's stuff, and he didn't have his face cam for the first game, and it was a fun project until it stopped. Or the guy that started it, he does too many projects and he gets way too involved in everything. It's like he wants to do 15 different things, and the moment he loses interest in one thing to start a new thing, you're never going to see the end of that first project. So
Oh yeah, that sounds like
Yeah.
a lot of people.
oh yeah, so hanging out in limbo, there's like 4 YouTube videos of us doing this play test campaign stuff that no one will ever see, sadly. And I'm like, oh, dude, that was so fun. Those would totally be worth watching. But D&D is a hard thing to put on YouTube because nobody wants to sit around and watch 4 to 8 hours of people talking.
No.
Unless it's CNN.
Yeah.
Or Fox. Or MSNBC. You know, anything news and politically related. And
Yeah,
they'll
they
sit
can listen to that all day.
they'll listen to that all day long.
Rubble, 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 rubble.
Rabble.
Things that
Gerbs.
I had this morning, one of the funniest things I had was, I posted that video last night, the dating advice video that went.
Yes, I like that one. The marketing scheme.
Yeah,
It is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Well, so, of course, somebody, who will not. Yeah, Juan comes back with, "Oh, I disagree," and I was just like, I could argue with you, but I'm not going to. So I was just like, understandable. I was like, I'm not gonna.
Did he disagree because did he find his woman on a dating app?
Yeah, he met his wife on Bumble, and so he's like, and I knew that was exactly what happened. Was that somebody would be like, "That's not true. It worked for me," and I was like, my comparison is, congratulations, you played the carnival game and you won the prize, but it's still rigged 95% of the time. It's like, just because you happen to win doesn't mean that everybody does.
Yeah.
It's not set for that.
Playing the percentages.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my other computer decided that it doesn't want to connect back to the network. Good news is, at least my laptop's working.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was going to go back and try to stream and put the stream up so I could see the comments. I could probably do it on my phone. Or actually, Thorny, I'll let you be in charge of what other people say.
Yeah, if we get any good questions out of the chat, I will definitely throw them out there. You hear that, chat? I want questions, damn it. We want questions for Khat.
We don't have any, of course. We didn't prepare.
Yeah, we didn't. We don't prepare. What are you talking about?
We don't wing it.
Prepare. What is this word?
As a fine alternate version of casual things like Tumblr.
I just played with the kitty.
Kitty cat.
Meow meow meow. I would show the kitty, but the room's a mess. So.
That's all
Well,
good.
pick up the kitty.
Sally, want to say hi?
Oh.
I want to see the kitty. Aw, kitty cat.
This is not the cat we were talking about. Twitch.
Yeah. That would be great, though. If we started interviewing your cat and she popped in, she's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Oh, we were interviewing this other cat first.
The cat.
Oh, that's a great question. Is she a cat person or a dog person?
Throw it on your list if you want.
I'm going to.
She might be neither. She might be a gerbil person.
A gerbil person.
Far and few between, but they exist.
Oh, sweet.
All right, I'm going to go let my dog in before she loses her damn mind while she's outside, because once we get this going, I'm not going to be able to do it.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
1 second.
Oh, no. Now we're just debating dating apps in the chat right now.
Oh, nice.
We're not debating. We're just conversing. I'm really
had experiences with a few, but I mean, me and Nadia didn't meet on one. And
No.
this has actually been the most rewarding, and relaxing relationship I've been in. So
yeah, I've noticed that recently. The most two interesting people I've met recently, I met in real life, and it was like instantly you could tell there's just an energy about them, like a vibe about them that was like, this person is good. Like, this is somebody that you should get to know. I mean, one of them was in Alabama, so I'm not going to drive 10 hours back to go talk to the girl at the ice cream store, but nonetheless, it was just like, oh, she has a great energy about her.
Ice cream lady. Oh, you fell in love with the Alabama ice cream lady?
Oh, the Alabama ice cream girl.
Yeah. She also makes chocolates. She's a chocolatier as well.
And a chocolatier.
Freckled redhead.
That does. It sounds like a country song. Alabama ice cream girl sounds like a country song.
Let's send it to Daniel now. Yeah, well, so the reason I didn't get Alabama Ice Cream Girl's phone number is because I had 8 other members of my family sitting 3 feet behind me as I tried to flirt with this girl. And it's like, this is really awkward, and I don't know how to do this part.
Right.
And then after we left, even my stepmom was like, she was really nice. I was like, yeah, she was, wasn't she? She's like, she's too young for you. And I was like, you don't know how old she was. And she's like, she probably was like maybe early 20s at the oldest. I was like, fuck.
Is she older than
Maybe.
18? Then she's fine.
I mean, technically, yes.
Oh, guys, I bought myself an early birthday present today.
Yeah.
Oh,
what'd you
yeah?
get?
I bought myself a new hookah.
Oh.
Well, I haven't smoked hookah in a long time.
Well, I haven't had mine since since we lost the jam space. So I got this.
Wow, that's
Nice.
pretty. I like it.
Yeah, it's a name brand too. Called Pharaohs. And
Pharaoh's hookah?
it's a lot better than the other one I had, because you know how that other one, it was just nothing but grommets and you kind of had to push it together. This is like,
Mhm.
it's got, you twist stuff on, and so it seals it real nice. I haven't told Morgan I bought it yet, so she's going to find out when she gets home.
No, she's not home yet.
No, she's not home yet. But technically, my parents paid for it. Technically. Because they gave me birthday money yesterday, and I was like, well, what am I going to buy with it? Something that they would hate? Yep. So I bought a hookah.
That's why I hate
That's
getting
smart.
money from my parents for anything. Because it's like, all this is going to do is go into shit you don't approve of, like alcohol, cigarettes, Dungeons and Dragons, black witchcraft, hookers,
The
gambling.
devil.
Yeah.
Well, see, if I look at it this way, because the $100 was either going to go towards gambling, or I could buy a hookah. And I was thinking to myself, because I wanted to go to a hookah lounge today, because it was my day off, and I had nothing else better to fucking do. And they're all fucking closed until like 6 p.m. And so I was like, well, I really want to smoke hookah. And I found a smoke shop that was right down the street, and they had these really nice hookah pictures on their website. And I was like, okay, well, so I went in there and did all that, and got the whole setup, some shisha, and 2 rolls of coals for $100 flat.
Not
It was
bad.
supposed to be $103 and like 38 cents or something. And the guy was like, well, you know what? Because I just pulled out a $100 bill and gave it to him. He's like, dude, don't worry about the $3. I was like, cool,
Nice.
discount.
You know Morgan's going to make you smoke that in the backyard, though.
I won't be able to smoke it inside. Today, right after I got home, I was setting it up and it started raining. And so at least we have a carport. So I sat underneath the carport with it
There you go.
for like an hour. I was like, oh yeah, this works. And
When are we
listen to
gonna-
the rain, a little bit of rumbling thunder.
When are you going to have the housewarming, man? No one's seen the new place yet.
Sometime soon. I mean, it's pretty much all set up, or as set up as it's gonna get. People are allowed to come over kind of whenever, but we haven't done anything official yet. Morgan was wanting to do something next week, but Daniel and Catherine are shut down.
Oh yeah, they're going back to Florida.
Yeah.
Someone's outside. Maybe it's our
I was gonna
guest.
say, Taz is losing his damn mind.
Someone's walking their dog. Taz. Good boy.
See, if
Like,
only
what's
I
up?
could get Denali to do that whenever she's barking. We had to buy her a bark collar,
It takes years.
and the bark collar barely even works.
Yeah. Gotta
She'll
crank
still
those things up.
bark through the shocks, and it's like, really? Come on, dog. That has to hurt at least a little bit.
Gotta crank that voltage up, man.
Well, it goes through 15 different, like if she barks, it shocks her with like the lowest one, and if she keeps going, it gets more and more intense. And she'll usually get through 5 or 6 barks before she finally shuts up.
Sounds like a new Zaboys punishment.
The shock collar.
Strap the shock collar on.
Oh God, no! They did that on 105.3 The Fan.
Oh.
They had, whatchamacallit, Sean and RJ did the shock collar.
Mhm.
Yeah, count me out on that. I don't even like putting it on my dog, but she likes to bark at the neighbors, and it's like, Denali, they're just the neighbors. Chill.
Yeah. Yeah, every time I leave my dad's house, I remember y'all live now 2 miles away from him, so I'm like, I should just go by, but I don't actually have the address anymore. And I'm not just going to show up at your door and be like, what's up? You know, like,
I wouldn't care.
I know you wouldn't, but it's like usually 9 o'clock at night on a night that you're working.
Yeah, well, 9 o'clock at night's whenever I get off work.
Oh, that's right. Oh shit! Are you going to poker league tonight?
I'm going to as soon as we're done with this and I get it edited down.
Gotcha. Okay. I just thought about that. I was like, it is Monday.
Yeah. Well, the good news is the guy that's in second place is also not going to be there tonight because he's on vacation, and the next person, the person in third place is 300 points behind me, and there's no fucking possible that he's going to be able to catch up. At least
a dark joke. It's gonna be like the guy in first place is not gonna be there because he's got a cancer treatment appointment. I was like, going to hell for that joke.
Yeah, maybe.
Let me use the restroom real quick.
Okay, she actually gave me the wrong email address, so I sent it to the right one now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Tess, don't you bark all
Liking all of his parody songs.
Motherfucker, what I'm telling you.
Don't bark all day. Roof.
All right.
Yeah, this will probably be the biggest person we've interviewed since Chloe.
Yeah, there's sales guys that are about to. There'll be some sales guys that are about to knock on my door. So Taz is about to go ape shit.
Salespeople, tell them to go away.
They're trying to sell some TV package, and I can see them there at the next door house, standing in front of it, looking around the street, trying to figure out where do we go next.
Great.
Oh, God.
So probably right about I was about to open the door and be like, "Hey guys, I'm not interested. Don't knock on my door. I'm in the middle of working on something important. Get the fuck out of here!" And then swinging a stick and running away.
Maybe you should go write a note and just say, "Not interested. Go the fuck away."
Yeah, middle of an interview.
No soliciting.
My other computer finally decided it wanted to work.
Let me go see.
No soliciting.
Coming this way, so I can just kill this now.
And hello, 7 o'clock Twitch people who are here to see Kat Bell. Hello, she's getting on the session. She'll be here in just a moment. We're the Zaboys podcast. If you're here for the very first time, watching me, Positive C, Thorny, who's away, and Will, the Violator, shot Will down there in Violating Airwaves Studios. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a cup of coffee or something like that, and we'll have this interview in just a moment. Or truly, if you're truly into stuff like that, this interview is brought to you by Truly Hard Ciders.
Yeah, it's hard seltzers.
Hard seltzer, yeah, that's right. Truly Hard seltzer.
Can
blindly promote people. So what? You can get sponsorships. Yeah. Odds are, if anything, we'll get sponsored by like Hims. It'll be like, hey, Hims, erectile dysfunction pills and hair growth pills, and it'd be like, great.
I could really use the hair growth pills.
You could always try to get that manscaping thing.
Oh, hello, Kat. Welcome to the chat. Did Chris Chris, did you send the link to Kat? She's in Twitch chat right now.
Yeah, she should have it. Her person gave us the right email address, so it should be from Edwards Book Shows forwarded to her.
If not, I can also grab it out of the Facebook and drop it to you.
That's a nice background there, Thorny.
Say what?
I said I could see your screen.
No,
That's
you can
nice
see
of her to drop in on the Twitch chat to ask us this. Thank you, Kat.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Get you all set up here in just a moment.
I probably view page source. No. Why can't I just copy this link, Will? What did you do to this?
You want me to send it to you again?
No, I got it.
Okay. It should still work. Why did that not work? Let's try it this way.
Aha, there we go. Meow. There you go, Kat. I whispered it over to you on Twitch.
All
You
right.
can do that.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks. I didn't know you could do stuff like that.
It's a little more complicated,
magic.
but
Is it like Discord? Because I'm about to start using Discord to write music with this guy Chris that I'm writing music with. Is it similar?
No, not quite the same. It's more just like an IM system inside of Twitch. In case like you wanted to talk to another viewer or something, you could shoot them a whisper for contest winners, you can shoot them information. I'm gonna go check real fast on this door thing. I'll be right back.
Yeah, hopefully they don't knock on your door right when we start this. That would be a mess.
Good boy. Scare him away.
They heard Taz's booming bark and said, "Nope, not that house."
Nope, yeah, they went away.
Or maybe they met their quota.
Hopefully that went through to you, Kat. Always forgetting anytime I swap screens, it changes what people can see.
Oh yeah.
Luckily, you can only see my
Reviewable.
background.
Yeah, I like the background though. I thought it was pretty cool.
I've made that mistake too many times when streaming, where all of a sudden it's like people can see personal stuff hidden on my computer, like, hey, yeah, you're looking at your bank statement. Oh, crap! You know, it's like, get rid of display capture.
Not that.
Don't
All
need
this
my
private
account numbers. Yeah. I think that went through. It says it did.
Does it have like a read message thing or like a read, like, you know, on Facebook it'll tell you if somebody's read it or seen it?
It does not.
Ah,
It just says the time that it was sent.
I feel like I'm listening to some cool music in my headphones when I'm bobbing like this.
I was
But
gonna say you look like you're getting a little soul right there.
So you're in the groove over there, man.
I am in the groove. I'm feeling good today. Had a nice cup of herbal tea right now too.
Oh
Good.
man,
Got
that's
my kitty
always
next
nice.
to me. Girlfriend's in the back painting. You know, just
Oh, nice. What's she
all good.
painting?
Something.
We'll see when
painting.
it's done.
Yeah. Like one of those things you just don't ask the artist, you know,
Mhm.
like what they're doing until they're finished.
This is true. This is true. I got songs stuck in my head like always.
I was about to say you've hummed like 3 or 4 of them.
Always.
Yeah, you've been on a song roll there, Thorny.
Been making up your own words, telling your dog not to bark.
One of the ideas the other day was, like I said, I wanted to do the parody of Meatloaf. I'd do anything for love, but I wanted to change it to I would do anything for subs, so that Twitch streamers can just play it in the background. Because there's ridiculous things that people will do to get subs. I mean, granted, that's their income, and I get it, but
Yeah.
I've seen people pie themselves in the face. There's hot tub streams, which don't get me started on that. That's I don't understand how that isn't a TOS violation, but whatever. So
Hot tub streams.
that's exactly what it sounds like.
Oh God.
People sitting in hot tub?
Yep.
I don't know if I'd want to watch that.
If you're a very sad, lonely gamer person who doesn't know how to interact with the outside world, there's an appeal for it. If you catch my drift.
Yep. I guess some people. I'd rather just go sit in my own little jacuzzi tub. Did I tell you that the new place has a jacuzzi tub?
That's actually really cool.
No,
Yeah,
sorry. Nice. Sorry, I was reading chat.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, whenever we first looked at the place, it was like, oh, that's kind of nice. But it's in the guest bathroom. And the master bathroom is the size of a closet,
So do you just go to the guest bathroom every now and then?
usually.
Always. Why not? At that point, you always use
Right.
the guest. That becomes the master.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The master bathroom is pretty much like it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. other than that, anything else, like if I need to take a shower or take a bath or whatever, I go to
Yeah.
I go to the guest bathroom.
Let
Because
me wake up.
jacuzzi tub all the way.
It's 2 a.m. Let me wake up the wife. Good times.
All right. Any word from Kat?
Yeah, it's
she's
taking her
gonna
through a
give
bunch
her
of setup
20 minutes.
stuff.
Yeah,
Cool.
So
Awesome.
give her a few
I think she
minutes.
said she's doing something on, or like she's gonna do this through her phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Probably is a different kind of little setup.
And I would do anything for subs.
Subs.
I won't do
That so that song takes such a weird tonal change because it goes from high pitched operatic slow to this very upbeat, fast kind of bassiness, and then it comes back down
Yes.
to slow, and then you got the female vocals that come in out of nowhere, and you're like, wait, what? And then the change,
Yeah. The choir in the back. Yeah.
Mhm. And that tempo change is just so hard to get because you have to go from one into the other seamlessly. And so, like, I tried it in karaoke the other day. I was like, this is not working. There's no way to make. I don't know what magic powers Meatloaf had, but it is what it is.
Hours. Well, I mean, I think he's a Dallas person too, if I remember correctly. I think Meatloaf is local.
We could, we can. Let's see.
I think he's technically. I think he's at least a Texas guy. I think.
Where is Meatloaf from? Meatloaf is from
You're gonna
Dallas,
find
Texas.
recipes.
Certified
Dallas,
alcohol.
Texas.
That's what I thought, but literally before I even hit enter, it says, "Where's Meatloaf from Dallas, Texas?" That's pretty cool,
Nice.
actually.
I thought it was
might
gonna
have
bring
to
up
reach
recipes
out.
for Meatloaf.
Hello.
Where was meatloaf invented?
Okay, for sure.
I would do anything for meatloaf. Oh, is it work calling?
No, I think he's probably talking to her agent or something.
She's having trouble with the link from her phone, I think.
Trying to think, what's another way we could send it?
Hold on.
Dude, I could send another invite. Let me click this little button here. I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing. It's the exact same one, so the same link. So I don't know.
I've never tried Squadcast from my phone.
I think it can be done.
I'm sure. We're about to dabble. I'm about to dabble and test it.
Yeah.
Okay, click the link. Use your camera microphone. Allow. Get started. I understand. Don't show me this again. Got it. Your web browser does not support control of your headphones. You can adjust your system settings. Okay, close. Unknown on iOS does not get supporting Squadcast. Apple has committed to adding support, but until we apologize, maybe use a laptop, desktop, Android device with Chrome, Firefox, Opera, or Brave. Okay. I don't want to learn more about that. Let's see what happens if we test 1, 2. The microphone's going. Let's use front camera. Join session. Let's see what happens here. Oh, okay. I see.
You have an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
I bet that she may be using one too. Because it said it's supported by Android.
Yeah. It won't let you sign in with an Apple. Because that's just what I was literally trying to do, and it just will not let you click join session.
Oh. That's weird.
Dave. Okay, hold on. I'm about to call her right now. See if we can help her out with this.
Well, if need be, we can also do a... Does Squadcast have a phone-in concept? I thought it did. People could leave voice messages and whatnot.
If it does,
Hey, Kat. Hey, I'm doing good. This is Chris. So, are you using an iPhone? That's the first question. Okay. Okay, so the Mac you can probably use. The iPhone does not support Squadcast, but your laptop will.
Should. I believe that's what it said.
Yeah. I think it should.
I'm gonna double check it one more time.
Oh, really? So, is there? Yeah, Firefox. It works through Firefox, I know.
I see. Yeah, Max is. Oh, Apple, you're killing us here.
Yeah, Apple is
All
apparently.
right.
Yeah, we're looking up the settings right now, and apparently it does not like Apple for some reason.
It's time to revolt against Apple, yo.
Yeah.
Get rid of your Apple products. We're all done. Nope, mine's. We'll buy a new one tomorrow.
Always
actually, sadly, I need that.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing this, by the way.
100% need that. Can't do that.
Now, I don't use Chrome. Oh, let me ask the fellas. Does it run on Chrome?
Yeah, it does.
I'm on-
It does
Just-
support
You
Chrome.
should be able to use Chrome.
Give me 1 second. We're right back.
Yeah,
Oh no, they're
Safari
back.
probably won't work. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. We're so used to every time when doing podcasting and any of this stuff, technical difficulties are gonna happen. We call them gators, so the gators will bite.
I need somebody to clip that scene.
Which one?
Me throwing the phone away.
Oh yeah.
I'll go back
didn't
and pull that later.
You're recording the thing on
Yeah.
on Twitch, so
Oh, it's still not coming up.
Aye. What is going on?
Oh, okay, okay,
Is it just because it's Apple? I hope not.
okay, yeah, okay.
Let's see. Let's see. Anchor. No, it's Squadcast.
yeah, I was gonna say it's not Anchor.
Let's see. Podcast. Recording audio. Latest versions of Chrome, Firefox, Opera, Brave, and Edge all support Squadcast. We're working with Apple to add a critical component that is currently missing from Safari. We will make an announcement when available.
Okay, we just read something. Yeah, it's definitely not going to work with Safari. They're working on something for this to work with Safari, but it won't yet.
Can you use Squadcast with Zoom? That would be pointless. Why would you do that?
Why not just use Zoom?
Mm-hmm. We could do that as an alternative. It's not as clear, but we could jump it
Either
over
that or
to
Hangouts.
yeah, if need be.
Because you can still do the Twitch stream
Mm-hmm.
either way.
We just know that the audio's a little rougher and choppier.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get that song out of my head.
I don't know. I've got the Sanford and Son theme song stuck in my head right now.
Hmm.
I don't know why.
Hey, that's a good one. I get that one all the time.
It's just And then I have PJ song Gatekeeper stuck in my head now.
Yeah, that one surprisingly gets stuck in my head, even though I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Yeah, I think I like it.
It's getting more catchier. Like the studio recording's sounding really good of it, but
It's a little bit slower. The studio recording is a little bit slower than the way that they play it live, but it's still I still like it. And I also get Mexico stuck in my head a lot.
man, I haven't heard Mexico in so long.
They
I
don't
haven't
play it a
heard.
whole lot.
No, not anymore. A lot of the stuff that they started off on, they don't play as much anymore. No Good Dancer, I haven't heard probably in the last year.
Yeah, I think we played it the last time I remember when it was the last show. Whenever the last show that I played with them
Mm-hmm.
at Legal Draft or whatever that draft house is, I think
Yeah.
we played it there. I think
I can believe it.
maybe not, but it may have been a time, but it may have been the time before that. I can't remember. But yeah, I haven't heard them play it since.
Look like you're on hold, Chris. His headphones
He's got
are
a song stuck
broken.
in his head too.
The exclusivity of Macintosh.
But that was the whole point. He wanted it to be
Mm-hmm.
that was the whole thing for it. It's like, no, that was a terrible idea. Granted,
It depends on which pictation of Jobs you go with. If you go with the movie Jobs with the guy that played Magneto, they
Mhm.
portray him as a asshole who, yeah, was like, no, exclusivity. Nothing should should be able to be formatted or
That-
changed or fixed. Whereas if you watch the other one with Ashton Kutcher, it's all like, oh, he was just a awesome guy with innovative ideas, and it's like, wait a second, combine those two stories and you get the truth.
yep, just merge them together. Somebody needs to just go and take the certain scenes out of those movies and just put it together. And be like, okay, by the way, this is the same person.
Mm-hmm. Well, they both did great jobs at depicting him, but one of those movies is far more fun than the other.
I personally, I like the not Ashton Kutcher one,
The not Ashton Kutcher one,
the one with the guy that played Magneto.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I like the most.
I used to always think it was what's his face.
Okay, yeah. What is it? What is it saying for you?
From Mad Men, but it's not.
Mad Men.
Okay.
Yeah, from Mad Men. Thank you, Don Draper.
Oh, John Hamm.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to word things in the chat.
Yep.
In the chat.
Sitting here watching the chat.
In the night. How's that song go? In the night.
I don't know.
Gonna be so. Man, I can't think of the song title right now. Going back to like 2000s hip hop R&B.
Yeah, better than some of the stuff that's out now.
Mumble rap? Yeah. Machine Gun Kelly, who can't make up his mind on what he does. Is he a rapper? Is he a rocker?
What is he? All we know is that Eminem eats him alive.
He's just the guy that put a baby in side of Megan Fox. Congratulations.
Oh, is that what he's really famous for?
No, he was a music producer. Like he made rap and then rock, but now that's basically what he'll be remembered for, is the guy that
The guy
knocked
that
up
knocked
Megan
up Megan
Fox.
Fox.
Yeah. Granted, they're together and they seem happy, which is great, but that's probably what he'll be remembered as. And the guy that got smoked by Eminem, even though that was all set up. Marketing.
Oh yeah, that whole thing was completely set up, but it was entertaining to watch for 2 weeks.
All the single ladies. All the single ladies. I'm gonna just start singing the songs that I think are going through Chris's head
And
based off his movements.
I debated throwing on Spotify just to have something in the background.
No, it's all good. Get a DMCA for that on Twitch. If you play copyright music, they mute it all out, and then they start giving your site your page strikes.
Yeah, send it to your Gmail. Oh, okay, cool.
It's like we're getting a little bit closer.
No worries. Yeah. So I'm in no rush.
Oh, I'm in no rush.
Like I
I'm just
said,
chilling.
the
Nobody's
only-
gonna take first place spot at poker tonight, so
Yeah. Like I said, the only thing I could think of was alternatives of we can hop on Zoom, we can hop on Hangouts, we can do a phone interview. It doesn't really matter. We can do it any way. But it sounds like Chris has got this covered. He looks so professional when he puts his boss pants on.
he's got that collared shirt on too. He definitely looks like the boss.
Yeah.
I mean business.
Wake up. Oh man, can't believe.
I had a steak for lunch today, so it put me to sleep.
Oh yeah.
I got a 45-minute nap today, and then the dog started licking my face and woke me up.
That's always fun.
I think I hear typing. Yeah, okay, cool. Awesome.
Oh, you're talking about on her end. Taz, your eyeballs. What is this?
You're in. Cool. We'll see you in just a bit there, Khat. Thank you very much.
Cool. Whoop, whoop.
All right, no problem. We're patient.
Are you going to behave?
I'll be right back, guys.
Stinky breath. Stinky breath, Taz.
You need to brush the dog's teeth.
How does one brush a dog's teeth? Explain that
I don't
to
know.
me.
I've heard some people do it. Like I think ask Daniel and Catherine. I think they brush Luna's teeth, but I am not gonna try to do that with Denali. I think my hand would probably get eaten.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. You know, she gets really mad just whenever we take off her collar. Like it's her jewelry.
Yeah.
Like so if you take it away from her, she starts grumbling and tries to bite at it as you pull it away.
Yeah, Taz does that all the time.
Hey, Cat.
Hey.
Hey, here we go. Goodness gracious.
Took a little time, but it all worked out.
Thank God. I didn't know what was going on. I'm so sorry for the wait, guys.
No
No
worries.
We're used to
Hey,
this.
it's Khat. Hey.
Every week
Hey.
whenever we do something like this, we all have problems.
Yeah, last night was insane where we just had this weird echo thing going on.
Yeah,
Hopefully
actually,
everything's pretty cool right now.
if you're looking to get into podcasting, that's one of the things you'll have to realize is that that's gonna happen. I run a sports show later on in the week, and I have to do it myself. I don't have a producer like Will, and so I have to do everything, and stuff messes up, and I'm having to carry on myself. Yeah, it can be a mess. So just know that it'll happen. It'll totally happen.
Well, welcome.
Yeah. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
Chris,
no.
clear
I was
yourself
saying.
Cool. Okay, so Will, do you just want to give me a countdown, and then we'll start pretty much like it's just an episode, and then you'll add.
Yeah, I'll put all the
later, right?
I'll put all the music and stuff in post. Can you turn yourself up just a tiny bit, Chris? Like just a hair.
Go lay down. Silly dog. Uh-oh, red wine.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, I'm
Actually,
over here.
sangria I made today is pretty good.
Nice. I'm jealous now.
I'm going cheap today.
Oh, Truly's. Hey, I like Truly's.
Yeah,
I'm
these are
empty.
delicious.
Chris, you okay?
Well,
Did you
he's. Uh-oh.
Nope, there we go.
Oh, no.
I say whenever he doesn't respond to something, it's like, uh-oh, what's happening?
Yep. That's
He'll be back.
a frozen Chris. He'll be back in a second.
Okay,
Yeah, I just
sweet.
saw it.
It's always the funniest faces too. It's never like just, it's always
Yeah, it's never flatter. Oh, it's like.
top right corner is cursed. Oh my goodness.
Now Will's out.
Literally, okay, so
I think I brought the bad juju, guys. I brought
no,
the
you're
bad
good.
juju.
You're good. This happens all the time. It's funny though, because chat just said top right corner is cursed, and that's right when Will moved over there and boop dropped out too. How's your day going? I mean, we'll talk like normal people, right?
Yeah, it's been good. So we had a game last night that we lost.
Oh, I'm
We were
sorry.
2-0. That's fine. I think my coach intentionally did it, and we had a few words after the match. But we were off today, so my best friend is here visiting. I'm in Puerto Rico playing, by the way.
Okay,
And,
nice.
she's here visiting, and she went and got her second vaccine shot, and then we've just been kind of hanging out. We
Ooh.
went and bought a little kiddie pool and filled it up with 18 bags of ice, and did a cold tub for our legs. So we have a game on Wednesday, so everything's kind of like back to back.
Yeah.
Kind of in the cold tub. We got some boozy sangria and just kind of hung out. So.
Hey, you know what? Sangria and a cold tub sounds like one heck of a time. So, how
Had great company.
You mentioned the second vaccine. How did that affect you? How did you feel from that?
Pretty good. Like my arm, even though I got the first shot, I got the sore. Also got the COVID vaccine rash. I kind of got like some breakout a little bit on my arm in the area where the shot was injected. But the second shot was fine. Like the most thing was the arm pain. So I mean, after 2 days, I was able to kind of work out and start lifting it without kind of like reaching for it. But other than that, I've been fine. So she just started like 6 hours ago, and she's thriving so far. It looks like so.
There you go. Awesome. Yeah, I think both of them put me down, but I was like, ooh, did not take
COVID.
Yeah, we're just having small talk while you guys got
I
situated.
got the one and done on that one.
Yeah,
I got the Johnson & Johnson. But
The second
I got the Johnson & Johnson shot the day before they decided to discontinue the shot down here. So that was really crazy. It was like I woke up the next day and the shot was discontinued. I just took. I was like, oh no, what did I just put in my body? So yeah, that was a little nerve wracking at that point in time.
Ooh.
All right, Will, give me a count in, and then we'll start this bad boy off and get us going.
All right. Okay, let's
Sounds
see.
good.
Recording's going. Everything's good. All right, and 3, 2, 1, hit it.
Yes, we are the Zaboys podcast live on twitch.tv/Zaboys_podcast. We are on Anchor. You're listening to us on Spotify. You will probably hear this on Deep Dallas Radio later. We are the Zaboys podcast. We're here having a good old time on a Monday night before our regular show comes on Deep Dallas Radio, because we have a special guest. If you've listened to the show the past, I think episodes 5 and 4, I think those are the episodes we did on the circle.
It was either 4 and 5 or 5 and 6.
Yeah, 4 or 5 or 5 and 6. Thorny and Will decided that we needed to go over this amazing show on Netflix and called The Circle. I had never heard of it. They had both seen one full season and got me to sit down and watch season 2 so we could go over it as a show and have some fun. And one of our favorite cast members has joined us tonight. Khat Bell from season 2 of The Circle, down there in the corner. Sway, hi, Khat. How are you doing?
I'm so great. Thanks, guys, for having me. Thanks you so much.
No, thanks for being
really
here.
awesome. Yeah, really, thanks for being here. It took a while to get you on. The technical difficulties happen all the time. We're just happy to have you aboard and happy you're here to have a good time with us. The circle is why a lot of people know you right now. I think that that's
Yes.
kind of pushed you into the forefront of things. We don't really want to like pepper you with circle talk because you have a lot of things that you do other than that. But we do have some questions for that because it was really interesting watching that whole thing
Definitely.
happen. So I
Mhm.
have one. I kind of want to know the food situation because I
Okay.
saw all the meals that were going on. Some people cooked amazing. Some people had finger food and it seemed like Hungry Man meals. How did that go down? Did they have like Hello Fresh come? Could you do that? How did that
No,
how
so
did that work?
they definitely had a budget for us. Basically, whatever we needed to be in our kitchen, wanted to cook, and wanted to eat, we are able to get it. So whatever you wanted, just ask for it. I have a peanut allergy, so whoever
Oh.
wanted peanut butter or peanuts, it was strictly out. So no one could have peanut butter just in case something kind of got groceries by accident.
Mhm.
Obviously, we didn't want any allergies to happen then. But yeah, so whatever you wanted and whatever you asked for, get down on a list, and they got it for you and delivered it to your door, and there it was.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay.
Wow.
That explains.
That's actually a really cool way to live for a few days, right?
Right.
Honestly, it was amazing. Like tonight, grocery shop, like got to do my grocery shopping for one. And the produce, the show is filmed in Manchester, and the produce there was absolutely phenomenal. Like I had fresh sea bass whenever I wanted. The shrimp was huge, like Gulf shrimp. Like
Yeah.
I like to like I'm a bigger, but like I'm a really great cook, and I love to cook. So like all this they were giving me was amazing. So it was I loved it.
Right.
Awesome. Awesome.
So how often were you actually in contact with the production crew? Like, or were you mostly just locked up in your room the entire time?
So you're definitely locked up. So I've never had like one producer would come into my room at night, basically kind of like ask me how I'm doing, to talk to me just about like real life situations besides always having the same producer in your ear throughout the hallways throughout the day. But
Okay.
just not too much contact, obviously because of strict COVID rules. And everybody had to be tested all the time, coming in and out of the buildings, that kind of stuff. But like obviously they have like different like frames where it's like you have the pool, you have the workout room, you have the yoga room. So kind of depending on your schedule and what other people were doing that day, kind of depending on what you were doing. So I mean, you go from your room to like wherever other rooms that had cameras in, and you can kind of go out and do kind of things. Other than that, you're just strictly inside the building and inside the filming zone. So
Oh, wow.
Sounds hectic, honestly.
it was crazy. It was crazy. It was so crazy.
So now that you're part of that circle family, are there any bonds or friendships that you've formed with cast members from either season 1 or 2? Like you're still staying in contact with people?
Yeah, for sure. I think we're all pretty much in contact with each other. I know some people are obviously busier than others. Obviously, time zone change depending, obviously, COVID being still in the UK. But yeah, so with my job, my schedule's pretty hectic. I'm in practice or I'm playing in matches right now. But my relationships definitely are continue to blossom. I'm very close with Lee, even though Lee is like almost 30, a little bit over 30 years older than I am. Lee is definitely the kind of guy that I can see in my friend group. I'm staying
We
close
want to
to
have
Lee,
Lee
sure.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah, Lee's you got to. Honestly, Lee is amazing. Like he is his husband is even better. Like that whole like family is great. His mom, I met his mom and had like boozy brunch with her and like
Oh, nice.
I'm not an alcoholic, I swear.
That's
I'm not
great.
alcoholic.
That's
But
awesome.
I've had like boozy brunch with her. And but yeah, definitely I would say my close relationship together. And we're also still cool. He actually texted me the other day and I texted him back. That's another thing. We're really bad at like texting each other back, depending on what we're doing at the day. But yeah, I've kept pretty much in contact with everybody. Just again, depending on our schedules, it will depend on if we get to talk and who's busy, that kind of thing. But we're all super close. And I think my closest friend is definitely Lee for sure, 100%.
So he was a sweetheart that entire season.
Yeah.
He is, and it's genuine. It's real. It's a real thing. Like I'm thinking, like maybe these little crocodile tears are for TV, but it's real. He's really sensitive. He's a sensitive babe. He's really sensitive. He's super sweet, so humble, loving, caring, genuine. Like he is definitely like one of those people that you just have to have around you just to give you that amazing positive vibe. And like I thought, I mean, obviously I'm really positive as well, but just to have him now in my life is so much more amazing. So
awesome.
I never thought about the COVID thing until just now. I didn't really think about how the testing and all that would work. Wow, that kind of blows my mind that they had to be able to do that right then.
I mean, that was the least of the worries, to be honest.
Right. Did you have another circle question, Will?
I've got one more. So the cameras are, I'm assuming, on 24/7, or was it?
Yes.
So we only just see the highlights of what actually happens for the most part.
Yes.
Other than that, what do you do to entertain yourself outside? Like, because you can't have your phone. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do?
I mean, for me, I was like, I could work out whenever I wanted. So because I was still in season, so I was playing in Turkey at the time in the fall, and in my contract they allowed me to leave to go film the show. So obviously, me being in season, when I returned, I had to be in good shape. So I was able to. We had like, like call time was like 9 a.m. Well, honestly, they don't tell you what time it is. They don't tell you what time of the day is.
It's like
so like, they
Vegas.
would just, exactly right. So I was prepared. I was
Fake
prepared.
lights.
They kind of tell you what around the time. It's like, okay, well, Kat, you'll be around this time this morning, so you're around on your normal schedule, that kind of thing. So I was able to work out and then come back to my apartment and then wake up and be like, oh, good morning, circle, and kind of start filming what we're doing. So around the clock, they're always filming. If you're not like, you're always doing something, whether you're messing with a puzzle. I had a volleyball in my room, so I was always like, to myself, you know, what peppering is, but like passing and setting to myself.
Yeah.
Lots
pepper.
of cooking,
Okay.
lots of dancing to my own music in my head. Lots of passing the mirror and just being like, damn girl, you fine. Walking around.
I love it.
What's funny
You
is
gotta
one
entertain
morning.
yourself.
Totally. Honestly like I'm a big like I don't do bugs. Like bugs, I can do rodents, I can do reptiles, it's fine. But bugs are just not my thing. And when you go into the circle, there's like a basement area that go through your stuff and they check because you're not allowed to have certain things in your suitcase and that kind of stuff because obviously they don't want you to have weapons or anything.
Yeah.
Right.
And so like I was looking up in the corners and you guys, there were like spiders like everywhere, like too many that should have been in there. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, I was like, hold on, I was like, there's a lot of bugs in here. Like, what's going on? I'm like, don't worry, like we haven't had any issues that like there's been no bugs in people's apartments, blah blah blah. But like I'm the kind of person that just like I attract the weird shit that happens.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good.
You're fine. Yeah.
We've said much worse.
Okay, that like happens to people. You know, like one time I was at my I guess I was at my friend's house and I'm watching the TV and behind her TV is like a glass window and she lives next door to a hotel. And so I was just sitting there watching TV and I'm looking like past the TV and I was like, is that what I think it is? And I could see a guy having sex with two women across the way. Out of all the stuff that was going on, like, and it had to be me. You know, that's why I don't trust the ocean. I'm scared that a shark's going to come get me because, like, those things come my way. So, back to the story. You know, again, they're telling me there's no bugs, blah, blah, blah. So, one morning I woke up and at night, because I have to sleep when it's kind of cold. And so I have to have like something like kind of like a noise cancel out, like a fan or something blowing around for me to rest. So they allowed me to bring a fan into my room. And, you know, every morning I had to wake up before we said good morning circle to put this fan back because they wanted obviously the same frames with the same, obviously the night before the fan wasn't there, they don't fan be in the morning. So I got up and you guys, I'm telling you, like, I have like superhuman senses. I don't know what it is and like why I'm just so blessed, but it's out there. It's just or I don't know why. But I'm literally putting this fan back. And I'm like, something says, watch out. I don't know what it was, but something was like, watch out. You guys, I kid you not. I even thought they were playing with me. I was like, you guys are fucking kidding.
They're straight for
I've seen
drama.
spiders this big the whole time. The whole time. There is a spider this freaking big next to my foot. I could see the legs. I could see the fangs on it, like huge. And I'm like, see, I'm thinking, you know, that's what you think that, and then you realize that this spider is too big just to like,
It might smack back.
Go anywhere near it.
Exactly. And so I thought they were kidding. I was like, y'all got me. Not gonna get me like, Production again, like the cameras are rolling. Someone is always up. Someone's always up. I'm like, you guys are, you know, it's like probably, I don't know, 7, 8 in the morning. You guys, you know, you got me. You're not gonna give me that nice try, and no one's not saying anything. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I kind of get down, and I'm looking at this spider, and I'm like, oh, it's fake. And I'm like, it's fake.
Oh no.
And I look at it, and I'm like, and so I blow on it, like, and it jumps. I was like, I lost my shit. We have a security guard that like kind of like. Who checked our bags. His name is Joe. And I was like, get Joe big ass in here. You know, get this spider. Like, they brought this little bitty girl in here. She came in with this like plastic cup to catch the spider.
Oh, no.
I guess she didn't know that like how big it was. She came in and she was like, oh, that's really big. I was like, hell no. I was like, get the fuck out. I was like, you too scared to be in here. I said, fuck out with you. We both gonna get bit and go to the hospital. Like, get out. Like, and finally they just kept bringing in the wrong people. I said, you know what? Let me get into my character. You know, I was like, crikey, mate.
You went all crocodile.
I went to the kitchen. kitchen, got a bowl and a fucking. When I jumped in, I was like, I got him. I got a big one, you know. And rolling around. I'm so afraid that they're gonna like drop this footage like sometime.
I say I want to
I'm
see
like,
this deleted
"No."
scene now.
Dude, oh my goodness, I'm so like, it was so crazy. But like, I felt like the whole entire time they were always trying to get me. But yeah, they always like, they're always coming everything. There's so much stuff, you guys, that I feel like they didn't see. I mean, there's so many things, and even with my castmates who talked about certain things they were doing in their room that they didn't show. We're just like, we all feel like they're gonna come out with some like deleted scene blooper, and it's gonna be like boom, 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 boom. So,
Netflix is saving it. Netflix is saving it for
for
about
sure.
3 or 4
For
seasons
sure.
down the
Season
line,
4
and
or
they're gonna
7,
get
they
every
dropped
one of these-
this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, they're constantly filming. You're just kind of gonna find yourself something to entertain yourself for sure.
Wow.
Constantly.
So the circle isn't all you're known for. It's not
No.
all you're known for. We did our research, and I was amazed by some of the feats that you've accomplished. So my biggest thing, I went to Martin High School, which is a pretty big volleyball school, and they actually won state when I was there. I think my senior year. So I know I know a little bit about high school volleyball. You were highly recruited, number 2 in the nation. Like, what are the expectations when you're coming out of high school and you're that highly ranked and that highly recruited? Like,
I mean, man, honestly, I was just playing. I was obsessed with the sport. I loved it. I dreamt, I slept, I ate, I did it volleyball. Most kids, when you were getting in trouble or something like that, your parents would be like, "Oh, you're grounded," or "I'm gonna take your phone." My mom was like, "Your ass ain't going to volleyball practice." I was like, "No!"
Ooh.
oh no.
No! Her threats were like that. You're not gonna, or tomorrow you can't go play pickup with your friends. That was her, takeaway and like, my punishment. I was just obsessed with it. I was obsessed with being really good at something. I was obsessed of doing something that I didn't see a lot of women and girls like myself growing up doing. I was obsessed with it. So honestly, there wasn't any pressure. Only pressure I can honestly say I felt like when it came to being recruited, and just basically all eyes literally were on me anywhere I was playing anywhere, was it came to the point where like, I wanted to figure out where I wanted to go to school. And like, I had talked to girls who were graduated high school and were playing at a high level, playing D1, and like, and it came down to basically where I wanted to live. And I felt like I wanted to like get out of state, because I was born in California. I was born in Vallejo, then we moved to Texas in 1999 or 98, something like that. So I was like, okay, I wanted to get back out of state. But I knew I didn't want to go to California, but I was like, okay, I'm either gonna go to the West Coast or the East Coast. So it had kind of came down in between, Florida or UCLA. I mean, UCLA was just a school that, like, everybody knew who UCLA was. And just a little quick backstory. When it came to me going recruiting, I ended up going to University of Texas. I'm just growing up. I have a lot of personality. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. And,
it
comes out.
We overlooked that entirely.
So like, I was a kid just like doing I would do shit just because I knew I could do it, and like, I was always overly prepared for stuff. Even now that I'm older, I'm a little bit OCD. Like, I'm always overly prepared for things. And I had watched, when you go on recruiting visits, and if you guys know that, like, you go on recruiting visits, you go meet the players, and you stay the night in the dormitories with the girls and get to know them, and that kind of thing. They kind of just basically show you what a day it is to be a student athlete there. And in the scary movies and shit, when you go to college, you get killed, in your room and shit. Or like the girl next door is trying to kill you because she wants to take your man or something like that. So I was like, okay, maybe these college girls can be after my boyfriend, So when I went to my UT visit, I was staying with my good friend Rachel. She's on the national team now. I packed a kitchen knife in my bag just in case, they were trying to get me, just in case they're trying to get me. So thank God I didn't need the knife. I need the knife. But yes, when we went on the visit and kind of met those girls there, I kind of figured out this is where I want to be. And once you kind of realize where you want to go and commit to your university, from there, it's just having fun and just kicking everyone's ass. So that's what I really enjoy doing.
That actually leads into
awesome.
my next question. What does your time at UT mean to you? I mean, you won a national championship, but what is that entire time? Was it like, do you hold that special in your heart just forever?
You know what? Like, when I see people have children and they really die hard from their universities, and they say, I want my kids to go to my university. It's like, I think at one point I was like, let your kids decide, where they want to go and where they want to be and that kind of thing as they get older. But like, now that like I've had my experience at UT and I've heard other people's experience at different universities, I'm sure everyone has their own experience, but like, I would love my children to go to Texas because my time there was just spectacular. Like, I became
Yeah.
the woman that I am today. I think when it comes to going to college and playing how to playing a sport, it wasn't about that. And that's one thing I admired about Jared, who's a head coach now, his program, is that like his main thing is that womaning up. He wants to build you up to be a woman going into the real world, as well as being a phenomenal athlete. And that goes, how you carry yourself, things how you talk, and like certain things like how you just go about your day-to-day life. He wants you to do everything at a very mature and at a high standard. So I mean, going there and being under him, things and being able to follow the players that came before me was just a great experience. From being a student athlete, and then I got injured my freshman year, which also built character. From there it was like I tore my ACL my freshman year, so I had crazy. So I got to Texas, and like I had all these accolades and stuff about me potentially being a freshman of the year, and like Big 12 freshman of the year, had all these things, and which brings me to like kind of like religion wise, I felt like I was doing everything that I wanted to do, but like my mind wasn't focused. Okay, I was this great athlete, and I was playing at a really, really high level than any of the girls around my age in the country, or even older than me at that matter. But I wasn't doing my things off the court. I can honestly say that I'm grown, and I'm 10 years later that like I wasn't mature, I was selfish. I didn't respect people's, feelings and how they felt about certain things. And like I was the best version of myself that I am now. And even now, like I think I'm a phenomenal, but like I'm still digging more for that amazing woman that's inside. So I mean, just being there, I think the injury came because again, I wasn't doing the things I was supposed to do. I was going out drinking, and again, I would just, when you're away from home, it's like I'm an adult. You think you're 18 years old, you think you're grown, like you think you know everything. And so, like, I met the right people, and then, I call them my brothers now, and we're also good friends now. All the football guys are my older brothers, and they're like, Kat, you're so cool. Like, you're like our sisters, so they take me out. And like, I was going to strip clubs when I was 18 years old, all this. It was just, I lived a full blown, like, amazing college life experience. If I could, like, have a movie of my head, everyone would be like, what? This is college. Like, it was amazing.
Right.
But from there, you have your hiccups, you have your mistakes, and you have those things you have to kind of go through again to like build up and to grow up. So besides all the bumps in the road that I know I needed to kind of kick my ass, I needed that. And I'm so glad that I went through the things I went through at UT. I'm so glad that I had the help that I had from my academic advisors, from the coaching staff, to my teammates. Obviously I met my best friend at UT, and me and her have been friends now for 7 years. And like, my mom always says, when my stepdad, which my best friend, that he always tells me, because it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I've met amazing people. And even now, like those opportunities that I'm having, these people are still helping me open these doors. So I mean, Texas for sure was probably the best. Going to college and going to UT was probably the best decision. For sure.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
Got a quick
I
question.
mean, you did that at UT, so yeah.
Oh, if you got a follow up question for that, Chris, keep going. I was going to change the topic a little bit.
Oh well, I just wanted to, because are you in overseas right now, or are you?
No.
I mean,
So
just
I'm technically
Out of the country.
Yeah. So I'm a professional athlete now. So my job majority of the time is currently I'm playing in Puerto Rico, so it's not really overseas. It's just store. But they do have a Puerto Rican league, which is like a summer league normally. But normally in the fall I am abroad. So this season I'll be playing in Korea. So I was playing in Korea my first year professional, and now I'm going back. So
Nice. Awesome.
I just want to know, like, has that experience shaped your life in any way?
Just seeing different parts of the world and playing.
Oh, for sure. Even my palate, like I can eat everything. I love food. I know it tastes good and I know it works. But talking about culture, I love that I'm able to go to different countries and insert myself into the culture. And by the time that I'm leaving, they're like, Kat, like, you're not American, you're Chinese, or you're not American, you're Turkish, I can pass, so it's just like, I love it for myself. And, being able to come back home, I spend a lot of time in Asia and be able to, people are like, oh, they're Chinese, or they're Chinese people. I'm like, no, actually they're Korean.
Yeah.
Look at the language, you can tell how they talk, this is how they dress, that type of things. But definitely I feel like people should travel the world, because I think that you understand the world a lot more. You understand your brother or sister next to you a lot more. I think if people travel the world more and had a more open mind about what they're interacting and who they're meeting, the world would be a better place. So, but I definitely, it has impacted me a lot. I definitely could say I've grown up very quickly. I'm the youngest of four, and I will say that I am the most mature. So take that, family.
You know, that happens a lot
My
with the
sister's gonna
youngest.
kill me. Yeah.
Will, what was your next question?
Oh, I was just I was gonna ask if what other sports do you like to play besides volleyball? Obviously, you play volleyball pro, but do you like basketball, softball, anything
I
like
love basketball. I love
Hmm.
basketball. I love to watch baseball. I don't know about it, but I love to watch baseball. Obviously, everyone's like, "Oh, what's your favorite
That's
team?"
awesome.
I like the Yankees, of course, but I like the Cincinnati Reds too. So I'm from Texas.
Okay, I'll give you the
I
Reds. I'll give you the
know.
Reds. Well, it's hard to like a Texas team, right? I mean, they've all let us down for so
Right.
long.
Yeah, but I played basketball as well. I was actually pretty good in basketball. I was becoming really highly recruited for basketball at one point. Even when I was at Texas, my senior year, they asked me to join the women's team,
Mhm.
and look,
To
I'm
walk
glad I
on?
didn't because so
Right.
they wanted me to. I would have walked on, but I'm sure I would have played.
Right.
But it was my senior spring, so I still had I think they had half a scholarship left. So I would have been able to take over someone's scholarship and then finish that spring with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was playing basketball in high school. I was recruited by Baylor and A&M, and they wanted me to play dual sport as well. So they wanted me to play volleyball and basketball. So I ended up choosing one, and obviously volleyball is what stuck, and I'm glad I did that. So, but yeah, I like to play basketball. I like to go to the gym even now, and I'll shoot around. I still got my jump shot. I'll shoot volleyballs all day. Yeah, I enjoy it. I like hooping. I like playing basketball.
Very nice, very nice. So now that you're an international sports star and a television personality, what's next on your list for taking over the world?
You know, I'm just so quick to jump career stuff. Again, like I love volleyball, but it's my job. It's not who I am. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously, if I do TV, I definitely want to keep doing more TV stuff. Whether it's, I would love to do the challenge. I'm a great writer, so film scripting is also one of my passions as well.
Okay.
So I enjoy doing a lot of things, but obviously, entertainment TV is definitely where I want to be. Whether that's broadcasting or hosting different TV shows. I'm still in contact with Netflix and those kind of things, and hopefully they could offer me some things that I can potentially do when I come
Nice.
back from Korea. So TV is definitely want to be, talking to people, meeting people, building those relationships, and giving the people what they want. These teeth, they want the smile, they want these teeth. So
I love that cat smile. Yeah.
yeah.
Do you have any projects going on right now that are taking those skills, these newfound skills and TV and your love for that and everything in that direction?
Yeah, for sure. So I been working a little bit on. So anybody watch Black Mirror? You ever
Mhm.
seen those
Yes.
things? So I've been probably I would say the last 2 years. I'm kind of on and off writing on this whole little episode of Black Mirror, basically. And as well as people were telling me I should write a book. So I'm kind of writing some stuff down on my phone. I mean, you're on planes for sometimes 15 hours at a time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
some on my phone, either writing that. But yeah, so I'm maybe looking towards for a book. I'm also planning I want to open a volleyball facility, elite performance academy. So basically, it's not a club team. It's a gym where only basically you have to try out to be able to train at the gym that the facility will be building. So I want to be state of the art, those kind of things. So those are the kind of things I'm pushing and manifesting right now, but going that
Awesome.
direction.
I love it. So there's the pro league in the United States, just that's 2 years old now. Are you thinking of that? Is that something that you want to do? Are you enjoying the travel and playing abroad?
I was just with a group of girls talking about this the other night, and I admire what the AU or UAAU league they're doing. I forgot what it's called, but I admire what they're trying to do. But I think there's a better way to do it.
Okay.
It's basically, long story. It's just short. It's just like a 7-week period of the girls playing, and every week there's a draft. And if you're the best player in your team, you become the captain, and you pick the girls. Basically, it's almost like same thing, a popularity contest. And then from there, you can. And then when it comes from there, it's whoever's the captains are, they're picking their friends, that kind of thing too. So I think there's some kind of stuff. It's kind of it can get a little messy. You know what I'm saying? And we know how women are. So it's So I think that's one of the things that, one of my good friends, she's one of the ambassadors of it. And I was actually asked to play, but I decided to play. It started this spring, but I wanted to play in the fall. I don't like to kind of sit around not to do nothing. There's always ways to make money doing what I'm doing. So why not go do it as long as I can do it right now, especially if my body's really healthy and I'm still young. So, but I think potentially my plan is right now is to play a max 3 years in Korea. If I can go back to back 3 times in a row, which I think I can. I know I'm going to do it. I think I'll be done. And if AU asked me to come play just to show face, for the 7 weeks, maybe. But right now, it's not one of those things I'm looking forward to doing. I don't think there's a lot of money into it. I definitely could nowhere. They're nowhere be able to offer me the money that I'm making now. Like I said, it's a short period of time. My body's not gonna be like this forever, so I got to do it what I can, and and then from there. But right now, that's not something that's on my radar.
Are you wanting to play the Olympics one day?
That was also, I think, a dream of mine that I aspire to do. And one thing I have some good friends that also national as well, and I admire them because that's a full time commitment, 8 to 9 months overseas, then going home for a week, and then reporting to the OTC, which is the Olympic Training Center. Where there's maybe I think it's in Anaheim. They're there for the rest of the year. They don't have time to spend time with their families and that kind of thing. So I had those dreams and aspirations, and I have had those opportunities. But for myself, I'm the youngest, and my siblings have babies and children, and I'm already missing out so much of that time when I'm away. I hate that when they're born and they get to know me and I leave and I come back, they're scared of me and they're crying because they don't know who I am. And I think that's one of the things that kind of pushed me away from doing that, because I wanted to be very present in their lives. So I think playing the Olympics was always a dream of mine, and it definitely was something I could have done and trained with the national team. But I think what I'm doing and making a name for myself without the USA on my back, it feels so much better. So
Cool. You're making a name for yourself. You're doing a really good job. We as a unit really were able to see your energy and your passion on the circle. All of our, I think, significant others also saw it too. You're one of our favorites. But I got a weird question because the cast members of the circle have all seemed to be already in some type of spotlight. Now, is it contractual that you become an influencer afterwards? Were you already kind of on this influencer trek before the circle? Because I mean, I look at Jack's Instagram, and you see a couple of pictures of him, and then all of a sudden his Instagram has taken off since the circle. So is it something that is it something that you need to do as you're a cast member, or is it something that just comes naturally?
I think it comes naturally. This is being an Instagram influencer. Honestly, I can honestly say I'm the worst at it. I think that I think everyone's so great with the TikToks, and I do it from time to time if I'm bored or if I feel like doing it. But I enjoy just being present in the moment so much. I don't have time. I don't want to make the time to say you have time. I just can't find it or make the time to be on my phone and be hey, and it's so crazy now because we get together and everyone's on their phone and filming each other and being oh, I'm with so and so and so and so. We're not actually have conversations, you know what I'm saying? So wow, that was kind of the hardest thing to get together. And again, I don't know these people. And then the first time we all get together, we can't really have talk and stuff because everyone's on their phones and being blah, 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 blah. And we've had dinners, and that's why it was great to spend personal time with Lee. And get to know him. But again, this kind of came naturally. And I think with that, some people are chasing it a lot harder than others. And at the same time, some people just are really, really chasing that influencer thing. So obviously when it comes to becoming an Instagram influencer, those other things, those other opportunities follow in as well. But I mean, before the TV show, that wasn't something that I was trying to do. I enjoyed being able to say what the hell I wanted to say on my Instagram and not worry about someone saying I said something and having to filter myself, which I still don't filter myself. At the same time, I am thinking about, certain things that I'm saying before I post them, just kind of be more aware of that. But I mean, it wasn't something that I aspired to be. And I think obviously, again, I think it just kind of comes to territory. I love it. I like that people march into my life, but it's mind your business.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I agree.
It's been fun.
Cool. I enjoy everything that you are bringing forward to the table. I think you have a good future when whatever you're going to continue to do. You have that type of energy, you have that type of vibe, and your intelligence. So it's going to come, since you work hard. And hard work always pays off. Thank you for joining us, Khat. I hope you've had a really nice time with us tonight.
Can I ask one more question?
I'm glad you guys had me on. Of course.
This has been kind of a running joke here, and so it's great to be able to get some closure. How did you figure out that Lisa was a catfish based off of a jacket?
Okay, so pardon me.
You're okay.
So here's my thing. One thing for sure is that Lance Bass would never be on something like this. He has so many other things going on for him. What those things are, I don't know. But there's he
progressive commercials now.
And he's not gonna be spending his he's not even spending his time on a TV show or being in an apartment for a month or
Mhm.
whatever, however long we're there for, and then on top of that, it's like even when it came to him about winning the money, it was like he wanted to whatever
Yeah.
the situation. He's exactly.
It was a bad play.
But when it came to
Yeah.
it definitely was, and I think Lisa did a great job because of course she knew him, who he was.
Yeah.
But I think even before that, to be honest, I've never been to a concert in my entire life. Never been to one. And so I made the whole thing up. Thank God she didn't ask me which tour you were at. Like, bye tour. Like,
see, that's what I thought. Whenever you said the jacket thing, I went, well, no, AT&T Stadium wasn't built yet when they quit touring, and so that's why I was like, "There's your giveaway." And you went with the jacket play, and I went, "Okay, that works."
I didn't know any of those kind of things, but what gave it away is that like Lisa tried to kind of backtrack. She was like, "Oh, ask me somewhere in my closet," and people were like, "Well, who's gonna remember blah blah blah?" I don't know, but for me, I was like, "It ain't it."
was done.
Yeah.
My gut. That's just what it was. Yeah.
There was actually a more obvious little lie in that one. Apparently,
Oh,
in
yeah.
her little bio, she got the timing wrong. He had only been in the business for 25 years, and she put 30 years. So if anyone would have known that, they would have immediately known that she was wrong and that she was a catfish. She
So that
did
was-
her math wrong. And you can actually, on the show, you watch her do her math wrong, and you in there like just screaming at her. Why would
I
you do
remember
this,
you texted me on that one, like, "What is going on with this?" I was like, "Oh no."
Yeah, it was a fun show.
It was.
I'm glad you had a good time on that show too. That
I
seemed like it
enjoyed
was a
it for
fun
sure.
experience. We're trying to get on it actually as a threesome. We're trying to.
You guys should do well. You guys should do well. I think you guys would do really well.
Yeah,
It's,
you put in a good word for us with Netflix.
Well, that brings up a good question from that. I wasn't going to ask this, but actually, what is the process like to get onto the circle? Like, what do you have to go through in order to do that?
So everyone is different. Some people are sought after, like recruited, and then some people like for me, like I didn't even know what the circle was either. One of my friends were like, "Hey, Kat, like there's this TV show. We think you'd be really good at it." And I was like, "Let me see what this is." So I watched it when I was playing in the Philippines, and then right before the whole like COVID and stuff was happening, I was in my apartment just kind of hanging out. And I was like, "Let me just see if there's an application for the circle online."
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even care if it's not free. I'm not doing it. I don't even care if it's $2. Like I'm not gonna buy it. And it was free. So it's basically like you go on the application, you write out basically what would your way of winning the circle. And originally I was gonna do what Delisa did. So I was gonna go in as a guy.
Okay.
So I had this whole plan going as a male, and then when they emailed me back, they wanted to meet a video, basically say what I wrote out on the paper. And I was videoing myself like 2 minutes, just kind of talk about my ideas, how I run the circle. And again, like I'm talking, use my personality, my face, and that kind of stuff. And then from there, I got a phone call. They're like, "Hey, Kat, we got your video. We like you so much, but we love you so much. We want you to go as yourself." And they were like, "We'll give you 24 hours to come up with a pitch as to how you're going to run the circle as yourself," which was easy as hell.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was kind of like, "Okay, we can contact with you." From there, it was okay. Well, we'll put you on a Zoom call meeting with these producers, and then we're gonna put you through kind of a practice run to see like how you do talking to yourself or saying like circle message, you practice all that stuff. And then when it came down to like and when it came down to like then you have different interviews, and you have like a final interview basically is when you meet with the main production producers. And then even before my main interview, my friends are so great. They're like, "Kat, okay, you're not allowed to be normal. You have to talk like you're in the circle." So like we're at a restaurant, I have to say circle message Chloe, and I have to say what I'm saying to her. And before I tell, they were like, I'm like, "Hey, so they were like, say circle first." And I was like, they helped me, they prepared me for that. So,
You got the best friends
Yeah.
ever.
The girls are great. The girls are great. But yeah, so it was that was, and then honestly, like you don't really never know until you get on the show, because the whole time they're telling you, I'm for sure. I love that fun all the way out there. Left me literally 2 days before I go to the show. It's still not sure until you finally get a phone call and they're like, "Hey, you're going in."
Yeah.
And by the way, I got juked. So I was supposed to go in when they went in first, Lance. So I was supposed to be the first replacement. And then I guess whatever storyline was happening inside or whatever it was, I guess they call it bombshell personalities. They weren't ready for me to come in yet. And they decided to put me and Mitch, and I was together. So they put the two good looking people together. So they trying to do something here. By the way, I did not know Mitch looked the way he did until I saw him in person. Pictures didn't do him justice. So,
I can believe it.
if I would have known that, I would have gone a different way with that,
Yeah.
But
So even I had a little crush on Mitch. I was like, "Whoo, boy, that guy."
Yeah, when I saw him, I was like, when I saw him first, I was like, I didn't even know who that was. And she was like, "Oh, Kat, you're real." I'm like, no, dude, like, what the hell? Like, I was like, "You real too." Like, but I was like, "Hey, brother."
Yep. That's awesome.
I personally think you and Mitch kind of got hosed on this whole situation because I think the circle should last a few weeks longer or something like that, because the new people don't have enough time to make their relationships. So I think that was a disadvantage for you and Mitch coming in so late. If they would have actually had things longer, I think that you guys would have had a better chance.
Yeah, honestly, like now that like I'm out, like everyone, I think that like because like again, it's like Trevor DeLisa was kind of under the radar a lot, so that person that's kind of like in between the two groups always kind of I think even from my experience watching season 2, Joey was like again between the groups kind of came above the fog, but I think honestly, if I hadn't had that misstep. I had if I could have just kept that relationship going with Courtney and Lee, they would have eventually brought me in, which brought me into Chloe. I think if anything, I could have made it to. I don't think I never would have won, but I think I could have made it to the finals. I think when it came down to it, they probably would have blocked Mitch first, then the Steve guy, whatever the Jack and Lisa again, and then maybe I could have snuck in there. But I think that's probably as far as I could have gotten if I never did the whole like misstep with Chloe and the whole messy queens thing.
Yeah.
But like I set myself in a really good area with them.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like I totally agree that it's not enough time to have those relationships and like to build those connections. So
because it's only an 8-week process, or is it 10?
Yeah, so it's 4. So
It's 4. Oh wow.
So I left September 29th, and you had to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was in hiding for like 5 days. So basically, it's like a chaperone moves into your apartment. You're not allowed to like do anything. You can't like unless they say so, whatever. And then I filmed for 7 days, and then I was out of the circle for 2 days in the finale, and then I was back home. So I was gone. I was back by the 30th of October.
Wow.
About 4 weeks.
So they actually, even after like somebody's, I guess, voted out, they have y'all just stay there and wait it out for the rest of the show.
You gotta stay. So when Savannah got blocked, when Brian.
Yeah, poor Bryant.
I think he changed his name to something else. He got blocked. You're there, and you still can't leave. You can't do anything. Like you're still in hiding. So yeah.
Wow, that is crazy.
The whole time.
So I didn't know that.
Like you just don't even know what's even happening.
Okay, yeah.
No. Apparently there were still people there that didn't get into the show that were waiting to get on and never got in, and I did not want to be one of those people.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, backups like and more people to run in.
So when they juked me, so they were saying they told me that there was possibly me going in, so I'd been the first replacement, and they changed it. They had to call me back and change their mind. That was probably the first time. Like, this whole time I was like, they're telling me I'm not getting the show, but I was like, I'm getting the show. I fucking know. I manifested this. Like, there's no way God has brought me all this way to not get on this TV show. Like, it's happening. I know I am. But when that happened, honestly, that was the first time that I was like, having like that, like I got anxiety. I was worried. I was like, what if I don't get on the show? Like, holy shit, that would suck so bad. Like, I would just be like, I would have been crushed. And like, to know that there are people that, well, that's what they say, but to potentially know that there are people that were there that never even got on the show and they had to get back on the plane and go back to their everyday jobs. And like my life was already exciting, but there's people that like were really riding for this opportunity and didn't get it. So I'm definitely blessed and trying to, ravel in it as much as I can, as much as I allow myself to, mental health is very important to me. And I know that it's hard for people with people saying different stuff. I'm one of those people that like, I really don't care what people say about me, because in the days like, one, you pay my bills, 2, I'm me. So I don't really even care about that kind of stuff. So, but I mean, I'm definitely so blessed and I'm honored to have the opportunity I've had, and I'm definitely going to make the best of it. Sure.
Awesome. Yeah. I think we might have lost Chris again, honestly.
It looks like Chris froze.
That face,
exactly. That's probably the best one he's frozen on, actually. I want to let him do the outro with you because he's got the right energy for it. He does it so great every time. So gotcha. I don't want to steal that from him, but thank you so much for being here. Also,
for sure.
It means a lot. Like I said, me and Will fell in love with the show. We roped Chris into this, and when we did this, we thought, yeah, he made us watch WandaVision. We didn't want to, so we were like, okay, you're gonna watch The Circle season 2, and he came back 4 weeks into it and goes, I love this show, and we were like, wait, what? Because we thought he was gonna hate it. But...
We're
Yeah,
gonna be like,
Oh yeah, yeah, that definitely happened. I'm not a fan of reality TV. The
I'm not
last
either,
reality
but
TV
this show made it.
No.
it was
honestly, I'm so
different enough.
glad that it was something like this. You know, like I honestly like watching the challenge or watching like I don't know whatever show. You know, when you're living with
Mhm.
people like that. For my thing was like my biggest thing was that like I was like I honestly can say that there was times I felt like production wanted me to get a little catty, a little nasty, but that's not who I am. And like I'm not gonna come on this show and like start drawing because it's for TV. That's just not. It's not worth it to me. You know. And
Yeah.
I'm so glad because I'm able to see how like things came out and like some of my castmates were really facing some hard times, like people were just very bullying and very rude and disgusting to them on TV and on the internet. And I'm so glad that like I was just not like I didn't let my character become a bitch. Like I wasn't gonna do that. Like I was just like there's no way. I'd rather just leave and get blocked than to throw people under the bus and talk shit. I'm like I'm not doing that. So obviously my character and who I am was definitely more important. Like I'm not selling my soul to the devil. Can't do it.
Yep.
You played it right. I think you played it
Yeah.
right. I mean, you played it hard, but you played it right.
Well,
What are you trying to say there, Chris? No, I'm just kidding.
All right. No, well, you came in like an athlete. You came in directly like an athlete, and you came in also at the disadvantage too, with having to deal with the whole Joker situation and being influenced by something before you even get started. That whole thing kind of got both you and Mitch kind of wrapped up in a little bit more than I think you guys probably would want to at the beginning if you guys would do it again.
Yeah, for sure. I think even with Courtney, I think that he had forgot that he had kind of like put that out in the air because obviously when it came to me talking to him about the whole Chloe situation, I was really trying to see if he was like rotting with her or was he just like under the radar just like not fucking with her. And then then when he defended her, I was like, okay, that was something he just threw out there. He made it up. It's not true, kind of thing. And that obviously blew up in my face and whatever happened. But like I said again, I'm glad I did the way I did. I played the game the way I wanted to, and like I wouldn't change anything for the world. So
no, so you played it great.
Awesome.
You were a shining star through every moment of that. So
thank you.
Well, I hope you had some fun with us tonight. We thank you for joining us from all the way in Puerto Rico. We had a wonderful time, lots of laughs. This has been probably our most fun interview that we've ever done. We hope to be able to do more of these. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. A lot of our interviews are pretty good, but you brought a different type of energy that we definitely appreciate on the Zaboys podcast. So, Kat Bell, thank you very much. You want to plug anything that you got going on right now?
Yeah, so we're probably sometime this week. It's up to me. Like I said, it's on my schedule and when I want to do things. But me and my best friend are dropping a YouTube channel. So we're basically kick a dive in our 5-minute montage of our lives and then just being super excited, fun, and us together. And like we're definitely honest of very polar opposites, but we get along and our life together. It's amazing. It's fun. She swallowed a fly. I paid her $200 to take a swallow a fly. It was in her shot of scotch. We drink really well around here, and the fly flew in her scotch, and I was like, chug it. And I paid $200, and we filmed the whole thing. She threw up after it. It was great. So we're girls, we're boys, we're also boys. We're girls and we're boys.
I love it.
It's something that people are like, Kat, like you're so like girly, but then I'm like also very masculine. Like we're on the court. I'm like, let's go, boys. No, we're all girls. It's like, let's go.
Next time you're in Dallas, drinks are on us. We'll drink some fly scotch.
Hey, you got me there.
For sure. Thank you very much for joining us, Kat. Good luck on your season down there in Puerto Rico. Thank you. This has been the Zaboys podcast live on twitch.tv/Zaboys_podcast. If you want to hang out with us in Deep Dallas Radio, you can listen to the episode that's on right now. It's the top 11 Disney death scenes. That's what we went over, and so we kind of broke that list down. That's on Deep Dallas Radio right now. You can probably listen to this interview on Deep Dallas Radio at some point in time too. You can find it on Spotify, you can find it on Anchor, Google Podcasts, and you can find it on our Twitch stream after this. So thank you again, Kat. We've been in the Zaboys podcast. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Bye.
Deuces.
All right.
And we're out.
My question on that.
Thank you very much,
You're doing
Kat.
the top 11 Disney death
death
it?
scenes.
Top 10 Disney deaths for 11 Disney
So
deaths.
this woman
Yeah.
is like Disney threw it out. Like she's gone to
Oh.
Disneyland almost every day of her life. What is the top like death Disney scene? Like the saddest one ever? Mine is Mufasa Lion King, 100%. That's
That was on our list.
That's on our list. That's in
Uh-huh.
top 5. I
what did you
believe.
say? She said Bambi's mom.
See, we
That's
dropped
all-
it.
We took
We
that
dropped
off
it
the
to
list.
like
Yeah,
12.
I dropped that one to 12. What's
We-
number
one
one?
was Ellie,
Ellie
Up
and Up.
from Up.
Ellie from Up was number one.
Oh, of course, I cry every.
Exactly.
Right,
That's
every time.
exactly. No matter, I don't care how old you are, you always ball
Yeah,
because it's the
it's-
first 15 minutes and it
What's
beats
number two?
everyone.
What's number two?
I had to pull
2 was, I want to say, so this was a weird criteria. We threw Marvel and Star Wars in there too, since Disney owns them now. I think
Okay.
Tony
And
Stark
Marvel,
landed
of
it
course.
too.
let me pull up the list here real quick.
So I don't have it
Well,
up
fuck, I have
anymore.
it.
I have it right here. Yeah,
Oh, you
2
got
was
it?
Tony Stark from Endgame because we added the MCU and we added Star Wars in there too. That really
Okay.
broke our hearts.
Mufasa was at
we had
3.
not seen the movie, but that movie Inside Out, Bing Bong from that movie Inside Out.
Oh my God, that was Inside Out, Bing Bong.
I thought we
That
put
was
him at
sad.
4. I thought we put Mufasa
That
at
was
3.
sad.
Okay, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did trade that. We did
It-
trade that.
okay,
yeah.
so you agree that was a sad scene. I couldn't get these guys to
was
watch
sad.
it, and I told him like I watched it no context and started bawling like a kid again. I was like, "This
I
is
haven't
These
even
messed
are
up."
grown ass men having these conversations.
We talk about some weird
Oh, you
stuff
should have
around
heard
here.
the hour episode from yesterday.
After that, I'm listening
Oh,
to
yeah,
podcasts
yeah,
now. I'm
we-
so interested.
Oh,
Yeah, we do lots of fun stuff. We do lists. We go over pop culture things. We're pop culture entertainment, so
Yeah.
like the circle was right in our wheelhouse of being able to talk about stuff, and we kind of bring it into society at some points and times too. So that was another good thing with the
Mhm.
circle. It was a little microcosm of society in the last year of having to be by yourself and communicating with each other basically through the internet. That's how we did 2020. So it was really
That's
an
crazy.
interesting way to look at that.
it was, yeah.
All right, well, I'm tuned in, guys. This is interesting.
Well, hey,
Thank
thank
you
you.
for having me.
Feel free to join
I'm
us.
gonna have to
whenever-
go. I'm gonna go find this YouTube channel once you get it up because
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right, yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna
excited.
tune into that. Too. I gotta
Excited.
know.
Don't
excited.
judge me.
Hey,
What's
okay.
up?
First of
Oh.
all, go check out my horrible YouTube videos, and you'll realize I have no room to judge.
Right. And if you ever want to talk sports, Kat, I do a sports podcast as
Mhm.
well. So if you ever want to
Okay.
have a full-on sports conversation, you have my number, you have my email. We can get together at any point in time. We can actually talk about volleyball. We can do anything. So yeah,
Yeah.
well, we'd love to have you as a
I'm
guest
down
on that
for
one too.
And who's your co-host on
sure.
that one? Because he's out in San Francisco.
Jaron,
right?
he's in New York. Yeah,
New York.
he's actually an old buddy of mine from elementary school. We hooked up, and
Oh, wow.
I wanted to do a sports podcast. He's an actor, and he's wanting to get into
Sorry.
content creation himself. He hit me up and was like, "Hey, I'll do it. We've done a show. We're about to do another one Thursday, so kind of getting that rolling in. We want to make Zaboys a podcast network, like a media network. So we
Gotcha.
want
Yeah.
video, audio. We want to do that whole realm of things and kind of make this a little something. So it's a baby steps for what we're doing, but we're thankful that someone like you wants to hop on and help spread our brand. So that actually
Of course.
it helps us out.
Yeah.
I'm just excited that we got to talk to you. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
fangirling over here.
But I was able to entertain you guys on my stories. So
Oh, love
you had
them.
some good
Very interesting.
Say you
Very
brought
good.
such great energy.
All right,
Awesome.
Kat. Well,
Well,
if you have to go, you
We're all
can
good.
head
Okay.
on out. We'll
So
get
we
in
can get you out of
contact.
here.
We'll
I guess I have some makeup on, do some TikToks. I guess.
Yeah, right,
With my
right.
social media man, she'll be texting me here soon about doing something. So.
oh goodness.
All right, you guys have a great night.
Good
Thank you again
luck.
for having me on.
Yep.
Thanks
You
again.
too.
Hope
Have
to
a
talk
good
to you in
one.
the future. Have a good one.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. I think. Oh, that was
That was
awesome.
great.
That was amazing.
That was fantastic.
Loved every second of that.
Yeah, that was exactly what it needed to be. How many Twitch viewers did we have at any point in time?
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. Right now, we've only got 2. It says we have 33 views though, or 55
That's
views.
not bad.
So maybe we had people
55?
swing in. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I
It'll
believe
tell
it.
us later.
Yeah, because whenever
Max of 6
You
is what I was
posted-
told.
cool, that's not bad. I enjoyed that interview wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think we did it well. She had very good answers to all the questions.
Great energy.
Just yeah, great energy. Great energy. She's got a future in
Yeah.
whatever she wants to do. She's got a future in.
Oh yeah, going places. Like I said, I'm excited to see where she goes. I'm excited just for all of that. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Taz
yeah,
would
we'll
not
see
calm
what
down.
happens. So now I wanna see if we can. Man, we should have been like, hey, you need to tell Lee to come on.
Yeah.
Maybe she will. Maybe she naturally will because we said that we were
Well,
trying to get him on.
We'll see. You know, I'm just saying, let's just be happy that we were blessed with that interview and go from
Mhm.
there. Just see what our next approach is for anything and everything, guys. But I believe
Right.
one of you has a league to get to and some editing. And Chris, what are you doing tonight?
Tonight I actually don't have anything to do, so I'll probably either play video games and watch YouTube with Nadia and whatnot, and I'll watch you play the games or something like that. Who knows? She's painting right now, so she might not even
Yeah.
play games. But yeah, I don't have anything to do because I'm off tomorrow, and I will
Lucky.
be also playing video games tomorrow. Good. No, I'll probably be prepping tomorrow. I probably need
you got
to,
it.
You probably should get ready for Thursday.
yeah, I gotta prep. We have everything. We have all our subjects
Mhm.
straightened out. I just gotta actually prep for them. So.
Are you good with the format that I did for the editing on the first one? Like just using that song and
Yes,
it's really similar to what I'm doing for Zaboys. So
The only thing is, I wanted the starting lineup and then music and then it goes. So like when I enter, do the little yeah. Is there any way to like do like an announcer like layover with that, like to make it sound like it's an announcer voice?
There's an echo effect you can apply in Audition.
yeah, I might can do something like that. At least make it sound like a little bit more boomy and something like. But you want it to sound like it's coming out of like a stadium.
Yeah. Like it's the PA.
I can just do a little bit of reverb
And
or
your
something.
starting lineup. You know, you'd have to record that VO and then throw an echo, put the open field effect on it, and it still
Yeah,
might not sound exactly what you
do that.
need.
But
But-
you
Well,
want you want that stuff to be you want that to be dry outside of those effects on there, and then you want the music to kick in.
And then we start the episode after that. Yeah.
That Mavericks
And then
opener.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
What I'm going to be thinking of little I want little bits of audio in there. Like the main thing I want is a coach whistle. I want a coach whistle to signify the start and end of segments. You know what I mean? Like
You find what you want, and you send me a link to it. I'll download it, and I can do that.
oh,
Hold
cool,
on.
awesome.
I think you can find one for free on
You have to
YouTube.
find the whistle because I don't trust myself to find the right one.
Yeah, I just think that would be a cool little thing, like kind of like just timestamp it and whatnot, and then add the whistle in there, and that's when we'll move on to the next. But yeah, no, the format's really good. I dig it. I think we got something going good there. Hopefully, get a couple of guests. He's
Sound
got a buddy
effects.
in London that we're probably gonna have on at one point in time because he knows a lot about the English soccer league. And we're going to talk a little bit about that.
And train
because
UFO
Jaren's
set.
really into soccer, so we're going to hit some different sports. He's actually making me watch, so we're having I got to pick something for him to watch. So we're doing the person watches an event or something like that and has to give their, a review of whatever said event. I'm going to make him watch a wrestling show.
There you go.
No.
That'd be like
You might have to pay for a whistle sound. YouTube doesn't have a free one. We could make one.
I was gonna say. I'm sure I've got a whistle somewhere. I
Yeah,
could probably
just-
or I can go.
Awesome.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Awesome. Sounds like you're a producer now,
Yeah,
Will.
Yeah.
Either coach whistle or a bell. I'll find something. But yeah,
Maybe
there's
there are
a couple
bells.
like audio things that I kind of want to add in there for just a little bits, but we'll get to that. We're still filling out things, and thank you for sending me those pictures there, Thorny, so I can get the Twitch set up. I might do like just a test run tomorrow and see if I can just attach it link
Mhm.
it and then start it live and then see what it looks like, just so I know exactly how it looks. So
It's
if you see the
definitely a
Twitch
good
go live
idea.
at some point in time,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
I'm not sure how
play
much
with
those
it a little bit.
pictures are going to help because I didn't realize how simplified I'd made everything. But
Well,
it should help.
so I'm looking at the pictures
Mm-hmm.
now and everything. So everything makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because remember, like I said, I had basically I had that already. So I had the mic right. I think I
Mhm.
had display audio right, and then I had display capture, but I changed that. So I pretty much had all of this already, and I had a couple other videos up that led me to a couple of mic things and setups and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Video,
So I
your
think I got
game,
a
and
okay grasp of it, but I'll have to really check tomorrow.
yeah. Cool. Well, awesome, guys. I am gonna cook dinner and walk the dog. Honestly,
I am gonna cut this up. It shouldn't take me
maybe
too
make a
long.
TikTok.
There you go. With the dog or with dinner.
No, with the dog. Maybe with the dog. I
Ah.
think we lost Chris again.
Maybe.
He's looking angry over here, not making any sound. Taz
Well, either way.
he's hankering for a walk. Okay, man, I'll let you get to it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna basically put the music at the beginning and the end, and then be said and done with it.
Okay, sounds good.
I don't think there's not a whole lot that I really have to do with this, and if I try to do a whole if I like do the speech volume leveler on this with her using her laptop the microphone, it's just gonna make the audio sound terrible. So there's just gonna be some points where things are quiet, and then plus also she was her internet connection didn't always work. I
Yeah,
never
it
lost
happens.
connection with you guys. I'm sure y'all probably saw me it looked like I dropped out, but I never lost connection. So I have all the audio of everything that y'all
Great.
talked
Yeah,
about.
your video would go choppy and still at times, but past
Yeah.
that, yeah, I could you'd come back. So
Yeah, the audio never dropped. Like if like while y'all were talking outside of like her internet connection.
awesome.
So
That's
we'll
fine.
see.
We'll make it work.
Yeah,
Cool, man.
it's
I'll
gonna
let
be.
you do that so you can hit poker. What time does it start? Started at 7, didn't it?
It started at 7. If
Game
it
2.
started on time, I will probably be able to make it there by game 2. We'll see.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna text Lefty here in a little bit and see if there even was a game 1. Because if there
Okay.
wasn't a game 1, there's no game 2.
There you go. That makes sense. Okay, I'll let you get out of here, man.
All right, man.
Love you,
Deuces.
buddy. See ya. All right, chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. We appreciate it. That was super fun. That was super amazing. Thank you, Cat Bell, for coming by and hanging out with us. Every second of that made my day because honestly, it was a hectic day, and looking forward to this just made it all that much sweeter. So again, thank you, everybody. We will catch you next time. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. But check out Chris's new show. The name is escaping me right now. Oh, Good Game Sports Podcast. Good Game Podcast. One of those. You'll find it. You'll see it. He shares to the Zaboys page. He shares it everywhere else. Go check that out. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. We love you. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.